Hello everybody, welcome to Shoots. I thought that today we would start by singing a hello song together. You might have sung this with me before. You're going to need to get your hands ready to do some clapping, your feet ready to do some stamping, and you're going to need to do some turning around too, and probably some other things as well. But let's sing together. This is how it goes. Clap your hands, everyone together. Stamp your feet, stamp, stamp, stamp. Turn around, reach up high and bend down low. It's good to see you, hello. It's good to see you, hello. We're going to sing again with a few different words. Are you ready to clap again? Clap your hands, everyone together. Stamp your feet, stamp, stamp, stamp. Turn around, reach up high and bend down low. We're friends of Jesus, hello. We're friends of Jesus, hello. We're friends of Jesus, hello. Hello everybody. Let's sit down and we'll get ready for our story. We have been reading stories from the Bible about a man called Moses, and they came from a book called Exodus, which is a little way into the Bible. We are going to read some stories from a bit further on in the Bible. See all of these pages? Flip, 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 all the way to a book called 1 Samuel. And the stories that we're going to read are about a man called Samuel. There are lots and lots of stories in between Moses and Samuel. Lots of things happened. But we're going to read today about Samuel as a baby and as a boy living in a special place called the temple. Let's do that now. There was once a man called Elkanah who was married to Hannah. Hannah was very upset because she really wanted a baby, but she didn't have one yet. Every year, Elkanah and his family went to a special church building called the temple. One day at the temple, Hannah prayed to God about wanting a baby, and she was crying a lot. She prayed that if God gave her a baby boy, she would give him to God. A man called Eli worked at the temple, and he was watching Hannah. Eli didn't know that Hannah was praying. He thought she had been drinking too much wine and being silly. But Hannah told Eli that she was very upset. She told Eli that she had been praying to God. Eli said to Hannah, "May the God of Israel give you what you have asked for." When Hannah went away from the temple, she was not so sad anymore. Then Elkanah and his family went home. God answered Hannah's prayer, and she had a baby boy, and she called him Samuel. When Samuel was old enough to leave his mother, Hannah took him back to Eli at the temple. Hannah remembered the promise that she had made to God to give her baby to him, and she kept her promise. I'm going to read from the Bible so that we can find out what happens next. Hannah said to Eli, "As surely as you live, my master, I am the same woman who stood near you praying to the Lord. I prayed for this child. The Lord answered my prayer and gave him to me. Now I give him back to the Lord. He will belong to the Lord all his life." And he worshipped the Lord there. So Hannah took Samuel to the temple to live there and to work for God. And Hannah prayed to God, remembering how great God is. So Hannah prayed to God when she was upset, and God heard Hannah's prayer and he answered Hannah's prayer. God answered Hannah's prayer and Hannah kept her promise to God. Shall we talk to God now about what we've learned? Dear God, thank you that Hannah prayed to you when she was upset and that you heard her prayer. Thank you that Hannah kept her promise about Samuel. Amen. We're going to sing a song together. We're going to sing a song called Jesus is the Boss, like this, the boss. And in this song, you're going to need to do some actions with me. You're going to need to make your hands like fishes, like birds, like apes and chimpanzees, and a few other things, but I think we should sing. We have to be down on the ground to begin this song. It goes like this. Jesus is the boss of the fishes in the sea. Jesus is the boss of the birds in the trees. Jesus is the boss of the apes and chimpanzees. And Jesus is the boss. Jesus is the boss of me. He says, stand. I'll stand. He says, walk. I'll walk. He says, sing. Are you ready? I'll sing, la la la. I'll listen when he talks. Back down on the ground. Jesus is the boss of the fishes in the sea. Jesus is the boss of the birds in the trees. Jesus is the boss of the apes and chimpanzees. And Jesus is the boss. Jesus is the boss. Jesus is the boss of me. Well done, everybody.